everybody, it's DJ Chance here. I'm here to do a quick review on the Joker movie. I know that's been like a polarizing topic in the news and in magazines, and people have been talking about it. You know, a lot of nerd or nerd-adjacent people such as myself and comic book nerds. Now, my first issue with this is not a comic book movie. So you can't go in expecting that, and I think that's one of the misconceptions people are having. You know, oh, but this Joker, it's not what I was expecting, or it's not Heath Ledger. No one's going to be Heath Ledger. That was, you know, for the time being, he is Joker. But this is a different Joker. We've never seen this Joker before. I think the best analog for this Joker is the graphic novel The Killing Joke. It's more along like that. It's a dark, kind of slower origin story that leads to the iconic kind of face and figure we know more of today. Joaquin Phoenix did a phenomenal job. I mean, even his movements, his subtle nuances, it was a fantastic job. He's very creepy. The movie's very long, yes, but there's a great payoff at the end. There really is a great payoff, and as a comic book person, you're going to like it, even though this is not a comic book film. I didn't explain that before. Arthur Fleck, who is this Joker's name, was never in a comic. So there is no Arthur Fleck in the comic book world. Todd Phillips wanted to do something different, and I believe he delivered. Whether it comes across to all audiences, it may not. Because you have to go into this movie thinking Martin Scorsese film, not Chris Nolan film, not Joel Schumacher film, not David Ayer's version of Joker in Suicide Squad, or Jared Leto's Joker. I don't think anyone took anything away from that one. And I think that performance, you know, on a side note, had its potential. But I think what the script was given, I think he was put in that movie, this is Jared Leto's Joker, I think he was put in Suicide Squad more like an afterthought. I think that was more a Will Smith movie than anything else. Not to say that's bad, but I just think that was more a Will Smith film. So back to Joaquin Phoenix, phenomenal job, extraordinarily creepy, the movements, the way he's acted, I believe he'll get nominated for some kind of award. His performance is that good, but again, it's dark, it's gritty. It's a Joker we've never seen before. It's an origin we haven't gotten before. If you think about in the last maybe 20 years, the Jokers we've known on film, they've all already been associated with Arkham Asylum. He's already been in the asylum. He's already been crazy. He's already has an established crime syndicate, an established crime wave. We've never gotten how he got there. And people seem to have an issue with the glorification of the violence and the graphicness of this movie. There is some graphic violence. It's the Joker. It's an R-rated movie. You know, that's another thing you gotta remember. This is an R-rated comic book movie, even though he's not in the comics. But the violence is graphic. And if we're gonna talk about characters that people shouldn't like, or movies, we shouldn't glorify the person who's killed so many people or idolize them or make them an iconic character. I submit to you, John Wick. I mean, who's killed more than that in the last couple of movies, you know, as a human character? I mean, we can go to comic book movies, and of course, no one has killed more anything than Thanos. People love Thanos. They think he was a charming character, best, you know, villain in MCU movies. You know, it's kind of like him and then Loki, and people love Loki as well, and people forget that Loki killed a lot of people in the first Avengers film. So, you know, we shouldn't base the Joker's movie or the dark tone of this movie as it inspiring people to violence. Now, if you're someone who wants to commit violence after seeing this movie, you had a problem way before this movie was even in concept. So that's all I have to say about that. It's a good movie. It does great lip service in the last maybe 10 minutes. There's no end credit scene. No end credit, so don't stay for that. There's no mid credit. It's just when the movie's over, it's over. As soon as you see those credits, you can go, you can finally pee, you can throw away your popcorn and your soda and your napkins and candy wrappers. Don't leave those on the chair. That's just a dick move. You know, why make the guy's job harder? You're walking by the garbage can anyway. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, nothing after that movie. There is a final scene at the end of the movie that I don't think belonged there. And I think you'll know what I mean when you see the film. There's this phenomenal crescendo of the movie and finale, and then they throw this scene that didn't really do anything for me to know more about this character or for the film. I don't believe that little piece worked. I believe it should have ended the way it kind of ended, and Joaquin Phoenix gets even creepier than what you've seen in trailers. If you thought his version is creepy and the way his face is, you'll see what it actually turns into. And I think it was a great job. Very good job, Todd Phillips. This is my best movie of yours since Hangover, in my opinion. And this is not that. For people who are thinking, Todd Phillips, this is the guy that did Hangover, and maybe this is a Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson Joker. No, it's not that at all. This is completely dark. It's a whole different direction. So enjoy the film. Let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit the bell button for me so you can get notified when I have a new video out. And I'll see you soon.